Well, Gyökeres transfer battle is on. Why? Very many clubs have gone ahead, obviously, coming through and really join the race to obviously sign Viktor Gyökeres, and this acts well into the way Sporting Lisbon and Coventry City want it. Welcome to this channel. This is the Football News Show. 6th of August it is, and we're going to be talking about Gallagher's flight has gone ahead to be booked to Atletico Madrid, and Emily Smith-Rowe first game for Fulham, scoring first goal, what is going to have to say, and the shirt number that he has going to have to be given as a player of Fulham into the mix. Welcome to this beautiful channel, and we thank God and Allah for the gift of life. And you guys continue to subscribe because we want to hit 30,000 subscribers, right? How do you subscribe? Lower right bottom corner is the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. Now we are here to bring you the story of Gyökeres, powered by Mundo Gadgets. Mundo Gadgets are dealers in what we call phones and laptops, brand new and used phones and laptops from UK. If at all you feel like you want to really be one of their clients, call Mundo Gadgets on +256 70 9988 665. That is Mundo Gadgets for you, and they'll obviously get you everything that you feel like you need into your phone and laptop world. You can as well follow them on TikTok at Mundo Gadgets, and you will see the wide range or the wide variety of products that they really have to have to your exposure. Now let's start it off with a story coming in from Foodie Insider, confirming to us, or really alleging, or really speaking to us, that Liverpool and Spurs have reportedly entered the race for Viktor Gyökeres, or for Sporting Lisbon striker Viktor Gyökeres. Now, we all know to it that the team that has been pronounced a lot in as far as signing Viktor Gyökeres is really concerned was none other than Arsenal. You understand? And Arsenal fans have anonymously come up and obviously said, we need this striker. No striker is needed at Arsenal like this guy. Even if you put out a poll, you'll find out that 80% are calling Viktor Gyökeres, and the 20 or 30% is being shared by the rest of the strikers that Arsenal is being linked to. So Viktor Gyökeres is really wanted by Arsenal, but the problem is all known that that £85 million release clause is really one of the hugest hurdles that are really preventing this deal from happening. And with Liverpool and Spurs knocking at the door of this Sweden international, obviously it might really bring out two incidences. One, it might lead into Arsenal acting fast and say, all right, now we're really having serious competitors who are really going to hijack this deal, you get, and they might obviously say, let's really trigger it and really get in the player, because they haven't gone ahead to be having what we call stiff competition. And now the competition is stiff, and everyone is like, we might be losing our striker. But remember, Arsenal has gone ahead to put up a stance that the only way they'll go in for striker is after them moving on Eddie Nketiah. And Eddie Nketiah is a striker for Arsenal. They want 35 million euros, and the side of Marseille values him 20-25 million euros. That's what they're saying, like, you are not gonna get the player. You're not gonna get the player. But that is the first instance, you know. The second is Arsenal might find themselves really pulling out and saying, all right, if the pressure is there and these teams are really willing to pay this, let's obviously go in for another option of a striker. I tell you, provided Eddie Nketiah has gone ahead to leave. So it trains out into two results. One, of really seeing to it that Viktor Gyökeres is quickly signed by Arsenal or not. Now, let's look at the teams that are really interested in hijacking this deal and their history in buying players of this quality and match. For Liverpool, I think their expensive signing is, I think, Virgil van Dijk, then followed by Darwin Núñez, right? And they are all in a price of 80 to 88 million euros, right? And this guy might be breaking the might be going to break the record of Liverpool to obviously get in a player of his quality. You get, because he goes for 85 million pounds, that is 100 million euros, right? And that puts Liverpool into a situation of obviously not signing very many players but getting in a striker. But does Liverpool need a striker? That is the huge question. I think when you look at the many chances that Darwin Núñez misses and the injuries that are going to hit obviously catch up onto Diego Jota season in, season out, I think Liverpool will be right obviously go in for Viktor Gyökeres, because he's a striker that is really prolific, and create him chances, he'll bury that ball into the back of the net. And maybe to improve on the quality and the clinicalness of Darwin Núñez in front of goal, you get in a player like Gyökeres, obviously pile pressure on him. And Liverpool showed us last season that they had gone ahead to make a bid of 115 million pounds for a player called Caicedo. And that player called Caicedo found himself in a position of really deciding to really go to Chelsea after snubbing the side of Liverpool. So they have that muscle, they have the financial muscle to spend, and I tell you what, they haven't gone ahead obviously bring in any player. That is it. So they have the money, their budget is intact, and the manager will only point. And if at all they point on Viktor Gyökeres, it will be an easy buy for them, because Liverpool has a reputation of really identifying a player today, 2 hours from now, they agree personal terms, 2 hours from agreeing personal terms, they attack the team that this guy is playing in for. In this instance, it's Sporting Lisbon. After attacking Sporting Lisbon, you find yourself in a position of obviously seeing Liverpool getting here we go in a space of like 4 hours. So when they attack a deal, they make sure they finish it. So that's why any Liverpool fan shouldn't get worried about them not having gone ahead to sign a player, because when they attack a deal, they obviously finish it. You get? So let's wait and see how that happens. But Liverpool is going to be participating in very many competitions, and maybe the manager is really looking for that. At Spurs, the rivals of Arsenal, and this will be a very huge win for the side of Spurs, because Spurs and Arsenal are really rivals in the North London, and that's why they obviously come in for. And that's why they form a derby known as the North London Derby. Now, Spurs snatching Gyökeres from Arsenal will be a very, very, very good move. That is it. And when you look at how Spurs is really looking right now, they are really looking ugly in front of the attack. Ever since they lost Harry Kane, they've tried to use Richarlison, and I told you that last season Richarlison had to put in some good number of goals. I think 10 plus goals a season in the Premier League. I think this is his highest. He went ahead to score into the Premier League. And let me be really exact. Richarlison, where are you? Richarlison. 27 years of age, and he played 28 games for Spurs, 11 goals and 4 assists. That is him. When you look at Everton, his best season of 2021-2022, he scored 10 goals in 30 games, and this time around he scored 11. So it shows you that he went ahead to improve hugely at the side of Tottenham Hotspur. But the manager believes that they need a better number 9. That's why they've gone ahead, obviously, open up their doors to let in strikers like Viktor Gyökeres, and 85 million pounds. I think Spurs can afford it, because Ange Postecoglou will be like, we want to compete. That is it. He'll be like, we want to compete, and we want to be here to really get in a striker. And the moment we get in a striker that can get us 20 goals a season, then we Spurs will be good to go. That will be the mentality of the manager of Spurs, and we wait to see whether it really comes to pass, and obviously gives him the best that he deserves in there for you. But the coming in through of Liverpool and Tottenham Hotspur into the race of Viktor Gyökeres obviously shows you, all communicates to you that it's not going to be an easy race. Arsenal needs to obviously come up and really speed up the operation. If not, they might find themselves in a position of really losing out a player who goes by the names of Viktor Gyökeres. Yet on the market, they are having few strikers left. There is Ivan Toney, there is Solanke, there is Gyökeres, Victor Osimhen, right, and Santiago of Feyenoord. You understand? So Arsenal has a decision to make, with Spurs showing huge intent into a player called Gyökeres. Liverpool too, what are they going to do? Are they going to really rush and really spend huge onto the guy called Gyökeres? Or else, they might really look elsewhere and really say, all right, let's go in for Ivan Toney. Let's go in for another striker that is going to come in throughout Arsenal and obviously give Gabriel Jesus a run for that position, and Kai Havertz. So the battle is on. The battle is on. Two clubs are in, and now we want to see who is really going to win this battle of Viktor Gyökeres in the mix, as it's now three teams: Liverpool, Spurs, and Arsenal. Though I believe Arsenal is a little bit ahead of them, but that doesn't really make you think that Liverpool cannot really come out and hijack the deal, or Spurs. So we are here to wait and see whether the hijack will materialize or not. You get? Let's move a little bit to, I think this is West London, that is Chelsea. Fabrizio Romano has just told us today morning that Conor Gallagher's flight to Madrid has been booked today. All for today. He's set to travel as soon as he gets the green light. Plan revealed on Monday. Now set to be confirmed. Gallagher would join Atletico Madrid on 40 million euros fixed fee. 5-year deal waiting for Omorodion and Julian Alvarez. Now, it was sent in as a message to Chelsea that if you don't really see this deal done by Sunday and you get us green light, we are really going to be walking away from signing Conor Gallagher. And with how the side of Chelsea needed this money, right? They obviously came up and really made a very huge decision to see to it that all really goes on as planned. And guess what happened? Obviously, you know it very well. They went ahead, obviously, agree a deal before this really came to pass, and you saw what really went ahead to really happen. So right now, it's really one of those deals that Chelsea are really going to be earning some huge money from it, as I've told you, right? They're really going to be looking to really get in this money, and this money is really important for them because they look like they want to get in more and 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 more players coming in through from their side. And for the side of Atletico Madrid, obviously they're really spending huge. If you obviously go in for a player known as Conor Gallagher for 40, and then a deal of 90 million euros for the guy called, what's his name, Julian Alvarez, it shows you exactly that it's really gonna be a hard one and a hard message to send to the people down there. So it is really a hard one, but I don't know how they're really going to add up with the finances, but it looks like they're really a side ready to spend huge and obviously strengthen their side. And I tell you what, if they strengthen their side better with Conor Gallagher, Julian Alves, they might find themselves into a situation of really putting in the best of the best. And what's the best of the best of performances is by competing with Real Madrid and Barcelona, because they can. They can. 2-3 seasons back, they were champions of the La Liga when they had Luis Suarez, and now if they add on this guy, that is Conor Gallagher and Julian Alvarez, those are really important players. And I think Julian Alves comes in to replace Memphis Depay and Conor Gallagher to obviously shape up that midfield with energy and intensity that Diego Simeone really loves a lot into his game. Then all that depends on the deal of Morodion and the side of Alvarez. That is Julian Alvarez. Because for Chelsea, they are like, we are giving you Conor Gallagher for 40 million euros and you are valuing the other guy at 35. So you have to get us a balance of 5. But for Omorodion to leave, obviously, Julian Alvarez deal has to first be given green light to obviously happen. When it happens, a lot will obviously come in through. Yesterday, as Fulham was really playing their game against Sevilla, this guy known as Emily Smith-Rowe came off the bench in the 52nd minute and came off and really scored and really had a very good celebration into there. He's putting on shirt number 32 at the side of Fulham and is really ready to obviously put in the shift that is really well required for what he's supposed to be doing in there for you. So, as it stands, what would obviously kickstart of his preseason, and we know he's really gonna fit in like a glove on the side of Fulham. Remember, they're opening up their Premier League season with Manchester United, and it's gonna be played at Old Trafford. And Smith-Rowe will be really lighting up Old Trafford with some good skills and tactics into the mix. Now, after all that, he had gone ahead obviously put the following onto Instagram, and he said, "From humble beginnings in South to making my mark in North, my journey now takes me to West London. A new season brings new colors and different badge. Let's make this season unforgettable. I can't wait to get started." That is the man himself, known as Emily Smith-Rowe. And if you know, he's really one of those that has gone ahead to put in a shift, and he's really relaunching his career. And it's really great for him as a player to see to it that everything really goes on as to plan, and wish him the best of luck in there for you. So your thoughts onto Viktor Gyökeres transfer battle heating up as to other teams join it? Do you think Arsenal will win the race? What do you think about it? Then you tell me your thoughts about a man known as Conor Gallagher. Conor Gallagher is going to join Atletico Madrid, provided Julian Alvarez joined the side of Atletico Madrid. And what do you make about Emily Smith-Rowe scoring his first goal for the side of Fulham? Guys, we are powered by Mono Gadgets 256. They are dealers in brand new phones and brand new laptops. You can as well look for used phones and used laptops from UK in their wide variety of products by calling +256 70 99 88 665, or you can follow them on TikTok. Mono Gadgets is the place to be, and you'll thank me later. Second video of the day. We sign out for now. See you later, but we are active today like no other.